Hey everybody, Nick Fat Knight here with the Platinum Medal video for Tesla City, the last mission of the Rusviet campaign. For this mission we have 2 additional objectives we must complete to earn Platinum. We can't let any of the power supplies be repaired by the enemy units, and we also can't let Janek or Zubov become incapacitated at any point in the mission. Let's go ahead and get started.
What's it this time?
At the start of the mission you'll only have control over Janek. Destroy the first 2 power supplies and then you'll get a cutscene. Something to keep in mind for the rest of the mission. Janek's pulse ability will one-hit a power supply. Also remember, until a tower is down, it will zap your other units, so keep them out of the way until Janek clears out those power supplies.
Primary objective achieved.
Come on, I'm here!
We now have the rest of our units. Have Janek wipe out the enemy unit that started attacking him before the cutscene. Send all your units except your engineers to go capture the closest oil pump. One of your NG units will automatically start building the HQ. Use the other one to build a workshop. At the oil pump, have your vanguards capture the node while your mechs defend them. When your engineers are done building your base, send them just east of the closest iron mine. After you cap the oil pump, go ahead and upgrade it. Send your vanguard to capture the nearest iron mine. Send Janek to help them out. If Janek's health is low, repair him with engineers or replenish him back at HQ. For right now, we'll keep the Kolokol and Zubov back by our oil pump to defend it. Over at the iron mine, things may start to get hairy with some of the stilted enemies. If it becomes too much to handle, go ahead and send Zubov over to help out. If any of your infantry get low in health, go ahead and send them back to base, replenish them up, and send them back to fight. Back at HQ, be sure to upgrade your workshop as soon as you can. Once the coast is finally clear, go ahead and capture that iron mine. Send another infantry unit to capture the iron mine just north of that node as well. Have your vetted up engineers build an automatic sentry gun just north of the node we just captured. You see those little buggy units coming out of the ground from that hole right there? They're the unit we need to watch for who's going to repair the power supplies that we're deactivating. There are a few areas on the map where they come out of the ground like this, so basically what we're going to do is build auto sentry guns in those areas to destroy them as soon as they come out so we don't have to worry about them repairing the power supply. Quick note, those first 2 power supplies that we destroyed at the beginning of the mission, I've never seen them go back and repair those, so we shouldn't have to worry about them. Remember to upgrade resource nodes as you're capturing them. We're going to send Janek solo to take care of the power supplies up north. The rest of our units will focus on holding the resource nodes we've captured. Build another auto sentry just north of the hole from before. Go ahead and have this one pointing at the hole. If Janek is attacked while taking care of the power supplies, go ahead and focus on the enemies. If his health gets too low, remember to get him out of there and heal him up. Once Janek destroys the 2 power supplies in the northwest, go ahead and have him cross this bridge to close a gate. This will keep the enemy from trekking across this bridge and attacking us from behind. Somehow the enemy forces haven't figured out gate technology, go figure. This is also a good spot to save. The only checkpoint in this mission is right at the beginning, and then after that you get no more, so yeah, good point to save. Once you have enough resources accrued, go ahead and build a Goulet Gorod. Set a rally point for your workshop right by your oil pump. If you haven't already, go ahead and capture that oil pump just left of your 2 iron mines. Work your way into this middle courtyard. You'll see another one of those round circles that the enemies come out of between the buildings. When the coast is clear, have your engineers build an auto sentry just north of that spawn point. Have Janek focus on any attacking enemies. If things get too heated, have him move back towards Zubov's location. Remember, we can't move any of our units much further up ahead or else they'll get zapped by the towers. New auto sentry gun will fire on the nearby power supply. When you find a clearing, go ahead and send Janek up to the bridge up north and have him close another gate. With the second gate closed, go ahead and send Janek to destroy the second power supply for this tower. Also go ahead and set up your engineers to build another sentry gun by this power supply. By the time they get to you, the power supply should be deactivated so they won't get zapped. Push the rest of your units into this area, including the Gulag Gorod that's south of your current location. This will also be another great time to drop a save. Have one of your infantry units capture the oil pump by the bridge. There's another spawn point in the ground just south of Zubov and Victor's location. Go ahead and have your Goulier and your Koloko watch that area for now. As soon as you can afford to, have your engineers build another auto gun just north of that spawn point. Keep an eye on Victor up north. He likes to wander off and sometimes wander into the areas where the towers haven't been deactivated. Make sure you're keeping him back so that doesn't happen. When you can afford to, build a Naklavanya and have it set up in the courtyard right by that spawn point where we just built the auto gun. A bunch of enemies will approach from the east right by this iron mine. Set your Goulier up in the road between these two buildings so it can fire on those enemies as well as any enemies that come out of the spawn point. Send Victor up ahead to be our front line. Keep Zubov back behind the iron mine so he doesn't get zapped. You can also push the Koloko for some additional help with Victor. Once the Nako's in position, its firing will help out as well. Heal up anyone that needs it after that big fight, and then go ahead and build into another Goulier. Once Janek is healed up, send him to take care of the far power supply for this tower. For the closer power supply, you can fire on it with the Nako, or you can just have Janek take care of it right after. Once this tower is deactivated, send the engineers over to build another auto sentry just south of the far power supply for this tower. With the tower out of commission, go ahead and push the rest of your units into the next area. At the fork in the road, take the north road. In this next area, numerous enemies will push from the north. Between all your mechs, you should be able to clear them out in no time. If Janek or Zubov get low in health, remember to heal them up. Once you find a clearing, go ahead and drop another save. The enemy will continue to push units between these two buildings. Just keep on firing on them with your mechs and clearing them out. Once you find a moment to breathe, go ahead and send Janek in to destroy the next two power supplies. One has a big wall between you and the power supply. You can use Janek's pulse to break through the wall and destroy that power supply in one hit. The second power supply is pretty far from the first one. Make sure the coast is clear and then head out to destroy that second power supply. When the resources are available, make sure to build another Goulier and send it over to your current area. With the second power supply for this tower destroyed, move the rest of your units up and get Janek the hell out of there. Continue further into enemy territory with your mechs. Go ahead and keep one Goulier back in the last tower area. Things can get pretty hairy there later on. Heal up Janek with your engineers and then send them over to build another auto sentry gun. We'll place this one right by that power supply that was further out. When you can afford to, go ahead and build another Naklovania and send it to join your mechs. Keep it slow and steady as you push forward towards the main objective. When the road ahead is clear, go ahead and build an auto sentry pointing out towards this little gravelly area. My placement here is a little off. If I could do it again, I would move it north just a little bit to help pick off some more enemies later on. While you're doing this, go ahead and send Janek off to take care of the last set of power supplies. Once the last tower is down, go ahead and push forward with your mechs up the road. There'll be a line of enemies in front of the gate that we need to blast open. Things can get pretty messy here because we also have enemies that will approach by where we put the AT gun a little bit ago. Just remember to keep Janek and Zubov alive. Have your Gouliers focus on the mech enemies. Have your Nakos support them with their mortar fire. And as soon as you see a clearing, go ahead and fire on the big gate. Once the gate comes down, you'll trip a cutscene and you'll have earned your latest platinum medal in the Iron Harvest campaign.
Keep going! The gate won't last long!
That's right! Destroy the gate and get me inside!
Hostiles engaged!
Yeah!
Finally!
Let's go!
Hey everybody, thanks again for watching. We have more Platinum Medal videos on the way. In the meantime, come check out a live stream every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget to follow Nick Fat Knight at the following social media sites. We'll see you next time.